Students, families, friends, and distinguished guests, welcome to the honors class of 2026 Medallion Ceremony. You can clap. It's very exciting. I'm Dr. Julia Wisniewski, and I'm the director of the honors program here in the Pannoni Honors College. For the class of 2026 graduates, let me be the first to say congratulations on this momentous occasion. As honors students, you've chosen to embark on an educational path that took you beyond the basic requirements of your majors and minors. This ceremony is to recognize the culmination of your time and effort. Over the course of this celebration, we will hear from our student speaker, present individual awards of achievement to both students and faculty, and last, but certainly not least, recognize each honors program medallion recipient. To begin our honors program medallion ceremony, I would like to introduce Dean Neville Vicaria, Dean of the Pannoni Honors College, to say a few words.
Good evening. As Dean of Pannoni Honors College, today is my favorite day of the year, in which we celebrate the accomplishments of our graduating students and all of those who contributed to their success. As an honors college, our students and graduates benefit from a community of support and guidance, and I want to take a moment to recognize a small group of individuals who make it possible, many of whom are joining us here on stage and in the audience today. We're grateful to Provost Paul Jensen for his ongoing partnership and support, to our advisory board, chaired by Drexel trustee Abby Dean, whose shared leadership and generosity strengthen our college, to John H. Martinson, whose support helped make today's Honors with Distinction graduates possible, to our honors faculty who bring their creativity and passion for teaching into every classroom, and of course to our amazing Pannoni staff who have supported, encouraged, and believed in our students every step of the way. And we're pleased to have two former deans of the Pannoni Honors College with us, Paula Morantz-Cohen and Mark Greenberg. Together, Together, all of these individuals form the community that helped you reach this day. Please join me in thanking them all. But graduates, there is another important group of people who got you here today, your family and those who are like family to you. Graduates, let's take a moment to turn to them and thank them for making your journey possible. Okay, graduates, back to you. Even in my 2 years as Dean of the Pannoni Honors College, I've seen how Pannoni Honors students are uniquely prepared to lead our world. You willingly chose a more challenging and interdisciplinary path for your education. Being an honors student meant you wanted more. You wanted to go beyond your chosen major to understand the bigger picture, to explore disparate viewpoints, and to deeply reflect on what you've learned. And being an honors student was never simply about taking more courses or earning higher grades or getting early course registration, though you got to admit that was a nice perk, right? It was about cultivating habits of mind, asking better questions, listening deeply, thinking broadly, and approaching complex problems with curiosity and humility. Being an honors student meant refusing to settle for easy answers. It meant engaging with ideas that challenged your assumptions and seeking a deeper understanding of the world and your place in it. These habits of mind will serve you well in every challenge you encounter and every opportunity you pursue. So many years ago, and I'm not going to say exactly how many, I also graduated from Drexel University. Let's just say, woo, go Dragons. But I will say my Drexel-issued Macintosh computer had 128K of memory. The dorm I lived in doesn't even exist anymore, and an honors college at Drexel wasn't even an idea. At my graduation, I felt a lot like you probably do right now. Very excited, a little nervous, and wondering what the world had in store for me. But I immediately experienced, as you will, that your Drexel degree, the friendships you formed here, and the people who supported you here will always be with you. You now not only have the credentials to succeed, but you have your Pannoni Honors College family who will always be with you. I stand here today solely because of the mentors I found at Drexel, who even today continue to share their wisdom and encouragement with me. In a time when, let's face it, the world feels unstable, when institutions we rely on face uncertainty, and when the very foundations on which we built our society seem at risk, this is when we need you most. Whether you're heading next to a classroom, a corporation, a lab, or to serve your community, your knowledge and abilities are needed now more than ever. Pannoni students don't just graduate, they transform the world around them. You'll carry many things from your time at Drexel and Pannoni, friendships, memories, knowledge, but it is our hope that you'll also carry the need to continue your journey of learning no matter where you go next. As Leonardo da Vinci stated, learning never exhausts the mind, it only ignites it. And da Vinci really was the original honors student, if you think about it. I want to leave you with one final assignment, and don't worry, it won't be graded, and yes, you're still graduating. You are now forever dragons, and your assignment is to stay connected with all of us at the Pannoni Honors College, to share your successes with us, to share your challenges with us, to share your expertise with students who are yet to come, and to share your knowledge with the world. Congratulations to our Pannoni Honors College graduates and to all who have helped them achieve this milestone. Go Dragons!
Thank you for your sentiments, Dean Vicaria. The Student Speaker Award is given to a graduating student who demonstrates an ability to instill lasting words of wisdom to their graduating cohort. This year's Student Speaker Award goes to Bayan Kakia. Bayan is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biological Science and Organismal Biology and Physiology with a minor in Spanish. That is a mouthful. To speak more of Bayan and her journey within the honors program and Pannoni at large, I'm pleased to welcome my colleague, Leah Gates, to the podium.
As a fellowships advisor helping students prepare applications that may change the course of their future, I give a lot of advice. But our student speaker is one of the few students from whom I regularly find myself taking some advice. Often, reminders to slow down, to live joyfully, and to move through the world with both courage and intention. I have watched her put these principles into practice over the years I've been privileged to know her. Bayan Kakia is much more than a pre-medical student, though she's one of those too. As part of the leadership team for one of Drexel's largest student organizations, she has advocated for long-term changes to policy and to culture that make everyone at Drexel feel more welcome, safe, and respected. Off campus, you might find her working on a community farm, teaching classes in community nutrition, or mentoring young people to explore STEM careers. In other words, doing the long, slow work of building a tomorrow that we want to live in. She is a person who thinks deeply and critically about systems of power while staying anchored in her deep compassion for others. I admire her so much, and it is my pleasure to introduce her as our student speaker. Please welcome to the podium, Bayan Kakia.
That was the tightest hug of my life. Good evening, graduates, families, distinguished faculty, staff, and community members. I'm honored to be celebrating this momentous occasion surrounded by my esteemed peers and their guests. I could not be more proud to share in your accomplishments, marvel at your hard work, and commemorate your contributions to the Pannoni community. Over the last 4 to 5 years, we've grown immensely, and I'm grateful that tonight we could be here together to celebrate. Since I joined the honors program, I frequently explained what it means to be an honors student, to my family, friends, mentors, and potential employers. And yes, although I did get to register for courses early, which is a huge plus that I know we all appreciated, I was often met with the comment, "Oh, you're an honors student? That means you're like really smart." And while I appreciate the sentiment, I believe this mentality attempts to put all of us, a diverse group of students from assorted backgrounds, majors, and experiences, into a singular, predetermined box. First off, I didn't apply to the Pannoni program because I'm smart, but rather, I aspired to immerse myself in an enriching and passionate community that collectively believes in the extraordinary. Further, as a graduating honors student, I don't see myself as exceptional or even deserving of such praise. Instead, I confidently represent the Pannoni Honors Program because I possess and exemplify the essential qualities of an honors student: receptiveness, proactivity, and patience. In fall 2021, I was enrolled in my first honors class, an introductory course called Aging and Musical Theater, and it's where I learned to be receptive. From our first class, I realized honors students arrive from every discipline and background, and together, we dug deeper into the costumes, choreography, and casts of performances that illustrated aging within their stories. As my honors peers and I analyzed universal themes within a creative media, I embraced receptiveness. Receptiveness to change, feedback, advice, new ideas, and opportunities. Witnessing how my next brilliant adventure could be behind the door I never considered opening. This attitude served me well in fall 2023, when I was taking 2 honors courses at the same time: Buttermilk Graffiti, a seminar about the memoir of the same name by Chef Edward Lee, and The Gamification of Health, a course about the advancement of modern-day technologies transforming health engagement. In class discussions about food as a diasporic medium and the expansion of digital health activities, I found several exciting overlaps. Energized with discovery and receptive to unconventional paths, I became proactive, chasing valuable connections with students and faculty that produce community-based collaborations and service projects. In my hope of understanding the impact of nutrition education, sustainable farming, and local food systems on personal and community-level health, I pursued a unique co-op working with behavioral health patients struggling with food insecurity. This experience, which came as a result of honors classes, pioneered my lifelong pursuit to build an altruistic career rooted in community wellness, public service, and clinical instruction. These aspirations also naturally led me to the Office of Undergraduate Research and Enrichment Programs, where I met Leah. My proactiveness in wanting to seek remarkable opportunities translated into 2 applications for national and international fellowships. I applied not only because I believed in myself, but because I believed my fundamental purpose aligned with both programs. In each case, I prepared my application for months, and following submission, I waited several more months to hear back. It was through these processes that I learned to become patient. Patience is realizing that there was never any guarantee of winning. In fact, I wasn't selected for either fellowship. I am the primary example of how sometimes you cast a net that you really, deeply, truly want, and it comes back empty. Nonetheless, I gained just as much from being patient because at least I was receptive to throwing the net and proactive about actually tossing it out. I won just as much in accepting catered guidance, exploring untraditional passions, and developing personal and professional relationships. Further, I was never alone, having indispensable Honors College cheerleaders like Leah, Ian, Julia, and Kenyon to celebrate my wins and losses, those who were instrumental in my journey and advocating for me even when I couldn't. With their encouragement, I have every intention to keep chasing these opportunities because I trust that, with patience, the right one will eventually emerge. As honors graduates, we'll again find ourselves defining what being an honors student is in each of our endeavors moving forward: future interviews, workplaces, and social circles. While I believe we're ready, it's essential we recognize the pattern. Those same comments that simply deem honor students as just smart are usually surrounded by similar comments, such as, "I like the way you're thinking, but let's try to be a little more realistic." Or, "It's just not a possibility we should consider at this time." And often, we're quick to embrace the barriers imposed by those that reject unfamiliar careers, alternate ideologies, and distinct opportunities for the sake of comfort and promised security. Sometimes, we're the ones who make these excuses as we've succumbed to those comments. The moment you've let someone define your limits, you've accepted them. So tonight, honors graduates, I ask something of you, something that requires intentional investment, chaotic creativity, radical hope, and sincere acknowledgement that the unknown is beyond your current comprehension. Zone out the pragmatic voices that tell you to set realistic and safe goals and channel your inner ambition. What would you do knowing anything is possible? Imagine the person you were starting Drexel, thinking of all the incredible experiences you couldn't wait to have, and reflect on yourself now. For me, although I could have never have anticipated this wild journey, I see that I'm everything I wanted to become and more, just in the ways I never expected. I believe in myself because I believe in the impossible. And right now, I believe in all of you too. No one knows what the future holds, but I can confidently say the realm of possibility is by our design. Things are only impossible if you believe they are. Don't pick options because you're good at them or only because it's the smart decision. This is your moment to meet the person you are becoming and tell them to be receptive to the future, proactive about conquering it, and patient with the journey. The impossible is only one extraordinary moment away if you make it your reality. Congratulations, Honors Class of 2026. Embrace and chase the impossible and keep expanding your universe. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that impactful and eloquent speech, Fayan. We're so, so proud of you. At this stage of our ceremony, we'll be recognizing students who've made extraordinary achievements in various parts of the Pannoni Honors College. I'd like to now invite Dean Neville Vicaria to present our first award.
Okay. Hello again. I'm thrilled to present our next award, the Mark Greenberg Award for Academic Excellence. This is a very special day to be presenting this award because we are joined on stage by the award's namesake, Dr. Mark Greenberg. Dr. Greenberg has been with Drexel for more than 45 years and is both a provost emeritus. Yes. He's both a provost emeritus and a distinguished university professor. More importantly for us, he was the founding dean of the Pannoni Honors College. Essentially, he's the reason we're all here today. When I became dean, he was one of the first people to congratulate me and told me I had been given the best job at Drexel, and he was right. After a long and storied history with Drexel and the Pannoni Honors College, Mark will be embarking on his well-deserved retirement this fall. Even though I know we'll find ways to pull him back into our classrooms from time to time, please join me in thanking Dr. Mark Greenberg for his tremendous service to Drexel and the Pannoni Honors College.
Thank you. Very nicely said. Thank you so much.
All right. So, the Mark Greenberg Award for Academic Excellence is presented to Cole Iacono. Cole is graduating with a BS in Mechanical Engineering with a concentration in energy, with a minor in Engineering Policy Analysis. No small feat. Not only has he achieved wonderful academic successes, but he radiates kindness and curiosity both inside and outside of the classroom. The Pannoni Honors staff remembers Cole well for these qualities. In fact, at Cole's first day in honors orientation, where he showed up early, he asked, "Can I help with setup?" And again at senior send-off, where he also offered to help with setup. Maybe he can help today. A truly kind individual indeed. Please join me in congratulating Cole. Let's get one with Mark. Mark, come on. Get on the other side.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And congratulations.
Thank you, Neville, and Mark, and Cole. I have the extreme honor of introducing our next award winner, the winner of the Chuck and Annette Pannoni Award for service to the honors program. This award is given to a graduating honors program student who has been actively involved and has provided a level of service, energy, and engagement during their time here in the program. This award exemplifies a well-rounded, dedicated student who has made a lasting impact on our honors program legacy. This year's Chuck and Annette Award for service to the honors program goes to Polly Lascalzo. Polly is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with majors in Legal Studies and Sports Business and a minor in Spanish, honors with distinction. I need to take a break after all that. I had the extreme pleasure of watching Polly grow and develop into the leader in front of us today. His engagement within the honors program is truly immeasurable. Polly has been an honors program mentor for a multitude of years and an unofficial honors ambassador for most of that time too, to the point where a prospective high school student recognized him from his Instagram videos about Drexel on their tour. What an ambassador, Polly. At Drexel, he served as the editor-in-chief of the Drexel Triangle, a Lindy Scholars Mentor, event coordinator, and vice president of the DAC PAC. The list just keeps on going. Polly is dependable, dedicated, and most importantly, so very caring of others. I'm so proud of all that he's accomplished here in the honors program. Please join me in congratulating Polly. I would like to turn the microphone right back over to Dean Neville Vicaria for our final award.
Okay. All right. Each year, the Dean's Award is presented to a student who has not only been an exceptional member of the Pannoni Honors College community, but has also dedicated their time and knowledge to furthering the mission of Drexel University. They are leaders that follow Drexel's mission of integrating education, scholarship, diverse partnerships, and global community to address society's most pressing challenges. This year's Dean's Award recipient is Amina Ibrahim. All right. Amina is graduating with honors and a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with a major in marketing and a minor in film and television. Amina has been an exemplary model of what makes an honors student. She is engaged in extracurriculars and committed to scholarship. She has been an integral member of the larger Drexel community with her engagement in LeBeau's Bridge program, first-year exploratory studies program, housing and residence life as a head resident assistant, and our honors mentor. We are confident that Amina's future is bright and cannot wait for what's next for her. Please join me in congratulating Amina.
Thank you. The final stage of our ceremony is to confer recognition of students graduating with honors and honors with distinction. Could Leah Gates, Kenyon Pravat, and Kevin Egan please come forward and prepare to assist in the presentation of our medallions? We will first begin with our honors with distinction graduates. Award winners who are seated on the stage, please come forward. Students, please be sure to bring up your name cards for our reader to say your name as you receive your medallion. In addition, each student should pause and face the photographer once they receive our medallion. Wonderful.
Cole Yacono. Paul Joseph Lascalzo. Tanish Kumawat. Rhythm Osan. Gladys Priscilla Chirabo. Sophia Chen. William Severin Stanley. Madeline Jean Plummer. Shreya Jayapal. Melanie Ann Taylor. Caroline Elizabeth Madden. Alexander Charles Levkulich. Abigail Elizabeth Desch. Christina Raluca Burrs. Alexander Goncha. Brooke Thompson. Jackie Zhao. Julia Pindell Moyer. Rihanna Bott. Anna Santana Ramesh. Shreya Gounder. Mansi Sharma. Krishna Desai Thakur. Manya Methau. Lorelei Ashley Booth. Donovan James Dolan. We will now award medallions to our students graduating with honors. Award winners who are graduating with honors, please come up to the front of the stage. Amina Ahmed Alhamim Ibrahim. Bayan Kakia. Jack Michael Gorin. Shredda Pandya. Thais Ramos. Emma Mackenzie Betts. Morgan David Unruh. Nicholas Kevin Gidetti. Xavier Joseph Griffin. Marissa Lux. Kylene Keanu Dominga Apana. Jordana Haley Benblatt. Diana Markarian. Elida Akbayrak. Bryn Marie Lintner. Laiba Khan. Christian Lee Reedy. Claire Rose Gutherman. Caroline Fox Borgia. Abigail Grace Hatcher. Christopher Stephen Willie. Devesh Bangatavua. Anthony Valentino Martin. Annie Jiang. Esha Paul Sahota. Simmer Kaur. Mariella Stalavir. Maxwell John McEachern. Caroline Rees. Pooja Saha. Michael James Woodburn. Rachel Evelyn Haynes. Blake Erica Meyer.
Yes, Blake, yes.
Ruchi Kalola. Danielle Roberta McNutt. Jasmine Jerry. Tanha Patel. Dia Patel. Maya Grace Muller. Madison Riley Picard. Jordan Alexander Prince. Luella Guerrer. Tony Marie DeSalvo. Chantel Venetia Faria. Katerina Sherbakova. Marielle Palante. Michaela Quinn Procopio. Hannah Madeline Kurtz. Angelina Wong. Harman Karan Kaur. Santiago Sosa. Kevin James Nally. Kara Capsambellis. Jessica Casey. Bradley Bell. Anika Vivek Fadnis. Abigail Michelle Swaney. Jaylene Alexandra Vallejo Valdez. Shrushti Patel.
Yes, Christine!
Vidhi Palak Shah. Julia Xian Ryan. Hannah Catherine Woodbury. Tyler Nicole Hilton. Jordan Matthew Singer. Tavia Imani Hunt. Lily Rose Morgan. Benjamin Wolbaum. Samyukta Vidala. Trina Sukadiva. Hannah Grace Walseth. Kavia Santho. Catherine Carol McFarland. Jack Warlick. Christopher Barr. Evelyn Shrigley Carpenter. Corey David Miller. William Wolcott Doyle. Mohammed Shahryar Usman. Aiden William Winkler. Benjamin Joseph Rosenfeld. Kira Madeline Quaitel. Daniel Joseph Huang. Zane Joseph Bradley Hebenstreet. Miliani Madison Smith. Albert Alejandro Paredes Rodriguez. Andrea Carolina Martinez Salas. Olivia Ellick Maddox. Sonali Singh. George Lee. Jamie Lee May. Sai Jyoti Kiran Gupta. Ajay Daniel Santiago.
Yeah, Jay!
Rohan Danta. Damian Mark Mosier, Jr. Tiziana Lynn Footman. Cody Hugh Chung. Jack Sullivan. Nicholas Naveen Shah. Connor Abel Arazuba. Emma Zoe Shade Poliak. Julian Harris Zapatello. Ankita Babu Patel. Akshita Babu Patel.
Can we please give a big round of applause to our honors program graduates? I'm pleased to present our last award of the night. The Faculty of the Year Award goes to a distinguished faculty member who has taught for the honors program and shown dedication, commitment, and integrity in the multidisciplinary classroom. This year's award goes to Christy DeRay. Christy's passion for teaching and extreme care for her students is evident if you've ever been in a classroom with her. She has engaged in deep thought with our honors program students who span all different majors, talking about classes like Tony at Random and Black Angels. We all want to take your class, Christy. We are so lucky to have faculty members like Christy inspire and engage our students. Please join me in congratulating Professor Christy DeRay. As we conclude our ceremony, I would like to close with a few words to send us off. Well, actually, one word in particular. Bear with me here, folks. Robots. I'll repeat it again. Robots. We've seen them. We've heard them. That AI chatbot you can't get rid of when online shopping. The foolproof ChatGPT that can answer an email or essay prompt maybe a little too well. Those cute little Uber Eats robots driving around town with overpriced sushi, waiting to cross the street to its final destination. We have heard seemingly everyone around us excited about the future of innovation and how AI will change the world as we know it. And sometimes, particularly after I see those robots in Center City struggling to navigate their way on a bumpy sidewalk, I think about what it would be like to have a conversation with that little robot, to talk to them about what it means to be a human and what it feels like to live on this earth. Kate Baer, one of my favorite poets, summed it up quite nicely in her poem called The Martian. I'll share it with you all. Take my hand. This is what we call the world. Sometimes we call it the earth, the most gentle of words. Other times, a heaping pile of shit. These are people, those are trees. That is how we move across fields. It's called a train. This is my eyelash, that is my cheek. The sound you just heard is called a sneeze. Observe these creatures moving across the floor. Ant, spider, cat, child. You may smash only the smallest of these. Here are my pencils. This is my coat. In the winter, frozen water falls from the sky. That's what we call snow. This is a button. That is a breeze. In the trash, we have an assortment of things: blood and paper, peels and plastic strings. This is a cello. That is a mosque. The shouting outside is what we call fear. If we hurry, we will find a sunset. But if we slow, we can find ice cream. That is a candle. This is a door. Here is the light it carries. Here is the comfort that it brings. And while that conversation with a robot would be fun, I wouldn't trade my humanity for $1 million or more. Because in a time when automation and processes are being streamlined and AI is being told that it is our absolute and divine future, I ask of you, my dear graduates, to step into the world with caution, hesitation, and thoughtfulness. You're honors program students, after all, so it shouldn't be that hard. Because it's here in the honors program, in fact, where you've already practiced questioning, learning, growing, and shifting perspectives when given new information. You've sat around a seminar room table talking about Plato and Shakespeare, Beyonce and Bob Dylan. You dug deep into stories of public health and the intersection of math and music, and what community looks like in so many spaces and places. You've lived in an honors dorm with floor mates from all different majors, huddled around a study table, ready to tackle a group project. You played bingo, ate pizza, and made flower bouquets at honors events. And though these memories may be different and nuanced amongst all of you, there is one thing in common with all of these moments. And spoiler alert, it ain't the robots that created these memories. It's the foundational and most simple and pure thing we know. It's human connection. It's humanity. It's us. Humans have been with you through every step of your Drexel journey. You've had support systems in friends, staff, faculty, all sitting with you here today. Your friends and family have lifted you up when you've had a rough week. Your faculty members engaged in thoughtful learning moments with you and your classmates. And you've seen the many faces of the many Pannoni Honors College staff sitting here on stage and in the audience. But don't forget, at every turn, at every step of your college career, you've also had quiet participants all around you. Some you might not have even met in person before. Erin and Joanna read your honors program application. Sasha signed you up for the Living Learning Community on your first year of campus housing. Ursi and Fraser and Michelle and Harriet took care of your dorms and cleaned your study spaces while you were up late studying for finals. Alicia and Shay and Dara helped you get a spare key when you were locked out of said dorm. Abdiel met with you when you were having a tough time with your roommate. Eric fixed your HVAC and heat, and honestly, anything else that needed fixing. Joanne and Sean and Harry helped code your honors degree works. Chad created your honors option portal. Lauren created the classes that you registered for. Kenyon reviewed the credits to graduate with you here today. Karen bought those Ticket Tuesday tickets. Rachel made the newsletter where you heard about those Ticket Tuesday tickets. Mac and Mike drove the shuttle to get you to Ticket Tuesday. There is so much that goes on in Ticket Tuesday. Mary made your medallions. Nabila alphabetized your graduation name cards. Leah announced your names here today. Melinda made me think about that poor little robot on the street to make this said speech. Neville, Kevin, Ann, Ian, David, Jaya, Emily, Charlotte, Katie, there are so many names, so many humans. And while you may recognize some and have just heard others for the first time, trust and believe that all of these people and so many more are rooting for you, are proud of you, and are happy to have been a part of your Drexel journey. That is the beauty of humanity that our dear Uber Eats robot must have been yearning for connection, for community, for collaboration. Even when you don't always see it, it's here amongst us. Humanity is warm and loving, caring and bright. It's intuitive and can exist in gray spaces. It can make us feel so deeply, and it's the best of us. And gosh, while I wish I could tell you, humanity is always beautiful and warm and joyful and perfect in every way, it's also so very tragic and cruel and at times unbearable. It's complicated and messy, imperfect and bumpy. It can contribute to the world's worst atrocities. But that's what makes it real. That is what makes this all humanity. Holding these two truths in your hand will be the hardest challenge of your life, but it's also the biggest privilege. Because when you see injustices of all kind taking on so many forms, climate change, food insecurity, poverty, sexism, racism, classism, ableism, homophobia, the list goes on. A list of all of the things that make us feel like the earth is, in fact, a heaping pile of shit. It is not the robots or the algorithms or ChatGPT that will save us. It's you. It's us. It's humanity. So, once again, here are another set of requirements before you leave us. Number 1, name every person who has been a part of your journey. If you don't know their name, learn it. Give gratitude and share it often and loudly. Number 2, question the cost of everything, not just in money, but its cost to humanity. Ask yourself, how will this innovation, my vote, my decisions affect my humanity and others? And number 3, most importantly, look at every human being you come across in your daily life with decency and respect. Because now, more than ever, it's vital to practice empathy and advocate for those who need it most. After this week, you'll be going out into the world, fulfilling your next step. It might be grad school, or working, or a big, beautiful question mark, or a much-earned vacation. And gosh, I hope with all my heart it's vacation. Please, wherever you go, wherever you are, remember this. You are the candle. You are the door. You are the light it carries and the comfort that it brings. How lucky are we to not be an Uber Eats robot, to feel, to grow, to express, to love, to live in complexities of this gentle of words we call the earth. You are the candle. You are the door. You are an honors graduate. Congratulations, class of 2026. Let's have a big round of applause for our graduates. Thank you so much in joining us in this celebratory day. We're done, y'all. Please meet your loved ones out in the lobby to take pictures and celebrate. Congratulations.